I wanted to ask you, in your opinion, how many cars have been destroyed on set for the sake of the movie?
I've guessed a couple of times. I'm sure somebody knows the exact number, but
Can you guess?
over 200. So I'll say 225.
Yeah?
No, 223.
Okay. Who's the most badass guy on set? Who's the most,
Dwayne's the biggest guy,
Yeah?
and he's pretty athletic. I can do the most. I can surf, and I can skate, and I can play volleyball, and
Yeah.
do all that stuff. Those guys can't do that. So it's all a matter of how
You're the coolest.
what you value, I guess. I race cars.
Yeah.
I can drive better than everybody else. But the person I would definitely most fear in a fight would be Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Yeah, for sure. Dwayne's an athlete. He played football, and
You wrestle?
and he wrestles, obviously. So he's a freak. Because most of the time when guys get that big, they're not very coordinated,
No?
and they're not flexible, and they don't move well. Fuck, a guy moves well. So it's
But they're nice when they are very big because they don't have to impress everybody because they are already impressive, right?
yeah,
So they're
exactly.
nice, right?
Yeah. So you can just relax. He doesn't have anything to prove.
Yeah.
Dwayne walks in the room and everyone's like, "Hey, buddy!" Every guy wants to be his friend.
Yeah. Compared to a regular guy, you're shaped and built, but between Vin and Dwayne, how do you feel? Miserable or?
No, I feel good because I know they can't do the things that I can do. It's just, look at all the professional athletes that are doing the things that I like to do. It's like none of them are built like that.
Yeah.
That comes at a price. There's definitely a compromise. So I think it's it's good for wrestling, and it's maybe good for a couple of other things, but for the most part it's limiting. You just, what can you do? You can't even get in a car.
Can you tell them face to face?
Oh yeah, well they know it. Vin's like pretty regular sized guy.
Yeah.
People think he's bigger because the way that they shoot him. They always make him look bigger than life. They always shoot up at him. I'm taller than he is, and
I will ask
everything.
him.
Yeah,
If he
you can.
agrees, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
How's the spirit on set between all of you guys?
It's good.
Yeah?
The thing that I like about it is we've worked together for so long that you don't have to be like fake. It's like if somebody wakes up in the morning, you can tell they're in a bad mood. You'd be like, "God, somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed today."
Yeah.
Like we can give each other a hard time. Vin sometimes has a little more difficulty dealing with it, I think, than other people. But like Tyrese, super easy. Dwayne's really easy about it, but for that reason, I really love to give Vin a hard time.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's beautiful giving him a hard time.
Do you have a stunt double?
Yeah,
Yeah?
Yeah.
You do, on set?
yeah,
For
my
Fast
best
Five?
friend.
Yeah?
Yeah, my mothers went to high school together.
Really?
Yeah, so like our diapers are always. We grew up riding motorcycles and
Yeah.
surfing and everything together. So that's cool because he does the best he can to make me look good. But there's a lot of times that he'll be doing something and he knows I'm better than him at it. But because of insurance reasons and
Yeah.
all that, obviously I can't do a lot of the stunts. But he's good. He's really talented. He's a good driver. He's really good at stunt driving. He's good at making the car make a lot of noise. I'm a lot faster than he is, but he's a better stunt driver.
Okay. How do you explain the great success of the movie, of the franchise first?
Yeah.
And how do you explain the particular success of this movie, which opened #1 in every country it was released?
I don't really know. I mean, we made the first one, and I was 24 years old, and
Yeah.
all they gave me was I was actually working with the same studio, the same director, and the same producer on another movie, and they asked me what I wanted to do next. I had just seen the movie Donnie Brasco,
Yeah.
with, Johnny Depp, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'd like to play an undercover cop, and I love racing cars. My
Yeah.
grandfather raced cars, so when I was really young, I raced go-karts, and I said, I like that movie Days of Thunder, the one with Tom Cruise. So I said, I'd really like to be an undercover cop or race cars. 2 months later, they came to me with a newspaper article.
Yeah.
And the newspaper article was about street racing in Los Angeles. And they're like, this will be the world, and you'll be an undercover cop in it. No script, nothing, but I signed the contract. And it was perfect because I just had a little girl, I just had a little baby,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, good, I can go make some more money, and I can raise my daughter, right? And then it turned into this crazy franchise. you know, I think there's, you know, thematically there were certain elements that
Yeah.
people really were drawn to, like family, and especially the Dominic Toretto
Yeah.
character, and, you know, bringing in all the street
Yeah,
kids,
yeah.
because everybody wants to be a part of something. Everybody wants to feel loved and like
Yeah,
they
it's
have
a
a
cool
home.
gang, right?
Yeah, so people identified
Yeah.
with that. But then on top of it, cars and girls, they never go out of style, regardless of where you are in the world.
Yeah.
You know, but beyond that, there's a lot of luck. Because, you know, people want to play like, oh, they have all the answers and we know exactly why this was a success. If we knew exactly why, you would see a lot of franchises that would span 10 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can speculate as to why, but nobody really ever knows.